Hey there. So here we are at Crunch, and I wanted to put together a video for you. My mom is doing fantastic post-kidney transplant, and we've been working on some exercises together. She's been doing some resistance band stuff at home for her upper body. And sometimes when I'm not there to correct her on her form or she forgets what she should do, I figured let's put it in a video, and that way I can help all of you as well. Because let's face it, resistance bands are cheap and they're easy to find and they're affordable for everybody. So here is a medium strength resistance band. I bought a box of 3 at Marshall's. It may have been, Marshall's. I think it was $6.99 for 3. There was a light, a medium, and a strong. And the way that they work, you can see it's about almost arm's distance length. It's not super long, so it's touching the floor right now. The nice thing about these is you can wrap them up to make them a little bit harder, or if you're stepping on them, if you step closer to where your hand is, it's gonna make it harder. If you fold it in half and step, it's gonna make it harder. So simple physics here, the shorter the length of the resistance band, the more difficult it's going to be. So running through just a couple things. Make sure you have sneakers on so that when you do step on it, it doesn't slip out from underneath your foot. Otherwise you might get a nice whack to the face, okay? Also, always start with the lighter resistance band, and like I said, you can wind it up to make it more difficult or step on it closer to your hand to make it more difficult, but you want to start with the lightest resistance band and work yourself up to a higher resistance. Okay, so real quickly, we're just going to go through a couple exercises for the upper body. I'm going to be using this resistance band partially in 2 hands and partially in 1. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape it on the floor, and I'm going to step with both feet on that band so I make sure that I have all my weight on top of that band so it doesn't snap up at me. I'm then going to grab it, palm facing up to the ceiling, just like you would if you were grabbing a set of dumbbells. Start with some bicep curls. If you notice, my legs are about hip width apart, my knees are soft, my abs are zipped up tight, and my shoulders are down. This is going to be your starting position for most of your exercises. So you don't want to be curled forward, you don't want to be totally locked out in the legs, you don't want the belly hanging out. So this is pretty much your stance. So from the front, I'm on my band and I'm going to wind it a little bit just so I have more resistance. Keeping the elbow in towards the body, I'm going to curl that arm up so that my hand meets my shoulder and I squeeze the actual bicep muscle. On your way down, don't let it snap you down. You need to control it, and you shouldn't be wiggling your body. So nice and straight, you're gonna curl it up and curl it down. And from the side, it should look like this. Your elbow is pinned in towards your hip. You're gonna give a curl up and a nice controlled curl down, squeezing that bicep muscle on the top. Okay, so here's your bicep curl. Do about 10 on one side, switch, wind up, and do 10 on the other side. Really simple, okay? That's the easiest one for biceps. To go into your tricep, so this is your bicep, to go into your tricep, the back, that bat wing, we can do a couple different exercises, but I'd like to start off with this one, and I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to step on your resistance band, and you're going to get into a set position where you're leaning forward just a bit. My back is flat, my booty is popped out backwards, and my chest is up. My abs are zipped in tight, so you shouldn't be curled over like this, and you don't want to be standing up totally straight. Once you're in this position, you're going to bring your arm back so that you're squeezing your elbow in right by your hip, and your hand is in front of your rib cage. When you're here, you're going to extend the arm back. It's called a tricep kickback, and you're going to squeeze that tricep, giving it a nice squeeze on top and controlling it on the way down. Make sure you're not twisting your body and you're not pulling the band up and down. The band starts here, it's locked in, and then all you do is straighten the elbow and come back. Okay? So here's your tricep press. I'm sorry, your tricep extension. All right, moving into shoulders. Couple different shoulder exercises. We have the top of our shoulder, we have the side of our shoulder, we have the front of our shoulder, and we have the back. We're gonna work all of them. Again, I'm standing on my resistance band. I'm gonna wind it up a little bit. An overhead press is when you push up over your head with the band. Whenever you do something like that, you wanna make sure the band goes behind your arm. If it's in front, it's gonna get caught up and it's gonna get in the way, so you wanna make sure that band is behind, okay? Once you're set up, your arm is parallel to the floor, and your hand is away from your face. So you're not in here by your ear, and your elbow shouldn't be down. Standing nice and straight, when both arms are up, you look like a goalpost for football, okay? From here, you're gonna push up and overhead. Your hands meet each other, at the top over your head. Again, don't let it yank you down. Keeping your hand a distance away from your head, so it's not here. So it's a shoulder press. You're pushing up and down, nice and controlled. This is gonna work the top of your shoulder. Okay, grabbing your band now facing your legs. So that one was up to the sky. This one you're gonna grab so that it's facing your legs. I'm just gonna choke up on it a little bit. This is gonna work the front of the shoulder. A front raise is gonna come right in front of your face, right in front of your nose. You wanna have a soft elbow. I don't know if you can see that. So I don't want your elbow to be locked out, because if it's locked out, the resistance pulls down on your elbow and it can actually hurt your joint and it can cause you to overextend. So you wanna make sure that your elbow is soft. Not your arm is bent, just your elbow is soft. Your legs are soft, your abs are tight. Let's wind up. And from here, we're gonna front raise right up to about nose level. My abs are tight. And when I'm doing this, I'm not rocking back, I'm not yanking it over to the side, and I'm certainly not letting it snap me back down. So from the side, it looks like this, nice flat body. You come right up and down. Another thing to keep in mind when you're working your shoulders is where the placement of your shoulders are. I don't want to see you scrunch up like a turtle, so you shouldn't be coming up like this. Keep your shoulders down and your chest up and open. With your shoulders back, now you're working the front. Same motion, don't even move. I'm gonna come out to the side now. This is called a lateral raise, a lat raise. And you would be making a T if you were using both arms. Soft elbow, you come up to a T. Control the band on your way back down. Okay, perfect. And the last one is the back of the shoulder. So we're gonna get into that bent over position like we were for triceps. And you wanna have that nice flat back, your tummy is in, your tush is out, your legs are soft. From here, you're gonna be bringing the band back so that you're actually making, let me show you from the back, you're making a T and you're squeezing your shoulder blades like someone's throwing a $100 bill, you're squeezing your shoulder blades in to catch that $100 bill. Now I'm looking at you because I'm filming. You should not be looking at me. Your neck should be neutral, so your eyes are on the ground. Your hands are right out in front of your chin, really, and you're coming out into a T, okay? So that's back of the shoulder. Now the back, we'll do one for the back. A good one for the back. You can get into that bent over position again, and for this one, I'm actually gonna use both sides. So I'm gonna step both of my feet in here. To make it harder, step wider. Make sense? Okay. Nice flat back. You're gonna row your arms back behind you like you're rowing a boat. Just like this. Squeezing those shoulder blocks. Not out here like a chicken. I don't want to see that. Nice and tight back. They come right against your body and your hand is coming right up to your chest. Elbows are driving back and abs are tight. Not this and not this. I don't want to see this. I don't know what this is. Okay? Another way you can do that same exercise is sitting. I think I'm in the frame here. Yeah. Same exact thing. So if it's uncomfortable to stand, you can do it sitting, and it's just like you're rowing a boat. I'm sitting up, nice and tall, my abs are zipped, my elbows are driving backwards. I'll show you from here. Woo! Backwards, right like this. All right? And I'm gonna do one more for your chest. Bring your band behind your back, all the way up, so that it's pretty much under your armpits. Like if you were wrapping a towel, you want to be covered, right? So you want it up nice and high by your armpits. You're gonna grab the band so that your hands are facing the floor. Let me just wind up a little bit. Okay. Hips distance, abs are tight, elbows go up. So they're parallel to the floor. Hands are out, not in by your chest. Picture yourself, imagine you were doing a push-up. You're gonna push, and your hands are gonna come together, and they're gonna almost meet in front of your body. Don't snap back, and make sure that your elbows aren't in towards your body. Keep them out, keep them up. Press right here. You can even do single arms, all right? So here's your chest press. And if you're feeling real fancy, and you got a push-up, come down on the ground, and you're gonna just do a push-up, and when you come up, it's gonna add resistance. Let me wind up a little bit. So what's gonna happen here is on your press up, it's added resistance. Fancy. exercises. Biceps, triceps, shoulders, back, and chest. All the major muscles. Head over to like Target, Sports Authority, whatever. Get yourself a resistance band and go get exercising. Love you, Mom. Love you all.